Being involved in sports at Nichols doesn't mean you have to be an athlete. Thanks to a new initiative, students are getting closer to the game while gaining hands-on experience, preparing them for professional careers courtside. The university radio station 91.5 FM KNSU was always known for its alternative music format until this basketball season. Never before had the station covered an athletic event live. Just recently, sports shows were added to spice up the programming.
I know when I got to KNSU, there was really no sports department. There was no sports on the air. There was nothing. It was all rock. It was all, what KNSU is known for, alternative music. And last spring, I came in and I talked to our station manager, Nick, and I said, hey man, I'd really like to get a sports show going. And before you know it, we ended up having a sports department where now we have multiple guys working in the sports department.
Gaining experience is a key factor for students pursuing broadcasting as a career. Here on campus, they get the opportunity to call Division I basketball.
Right now, the people doing it have never done any of it before. And if you listen to their first broadcast to their broadcast now, you can just see how much better they've gotten. And I think that brings tons of experience in itself, because what I don't think people realize is, especially at Nichols, you need to have these real-life working experiences before you go out into the real world and get those jobs that you're trying to get. Now with Regis, Norman, Philip Boudreau, all the people that are calling the games for us are getting to experience and call Division I college basketball live on the air, live on the radio, live on 91.5 KNSU. So I think the experience is huge, and it's definitely something that they'll be able to grow from, and definitely something they'll be able to use if they want to get into this field.
It helps KNSU because it allows the DJs who are interested in sports broadcast an avenue to get their feet wet and try it out. It was one of the reasons why I became a sports broadcaster for KNSU, because I always had an interest in it, and once I found out students at this level could get their feet wet and try it out, I figured, well, let me take a stab at it, and it's been a wonderful experience. Welcome back, Colonel fans. We are in Stillfield Gym, where the Colonels finally lead 33-31.
Getting able to go into the big arenas and stuff, like went to Texas Tech, went to Lubbock, Texas, and that's where the national championship being played. It was a nice experience. They had all the fans around, and the game, it was intense and everything. Just being in that game speed where you got to call every single thing that goes on, and how fast the change the pace of the game changes, like you got to really pick it up to really change the speed and follow the game, and you got to describe everything, because it's like you're telling the audience a story. Ball is going around in between the circles. The ball is tipped and stolen by the Colonels.
Not only do the students benefit from the games being on air, but so does the team. The women's basketball program has had a lot of success lately, including the best start in school history. This gives locals a chance to listen and support the Colonels.
I felt it was important to put women's basketball over the radio because they haven't been getting a lot of coverage. But as Coach Doobie Plaisance has evolved the programs over the year, I felt that it was important for Nichols to get more coverage, because they are the team of this area, and you're not going to get any support if nobody knows what the team is doing.
Going on air gives the students a chance to communicate and learn the craft of sports broadcasting before graduation. While talking about sports might sound easy, there's a great deal of skill involved.
White with the ball. She gives it to Allen. Allen shoots from beyond the arc. Goes in. It gives you a chance to practice communicating what you see. It sounds easy, but it's a lot more difficult than it sounds, because just because you see what's going on, you don't always think about, like when you're watching a game, you don't always think about like, this player is throwing it to this player. You don't think about how you don't word the actions in your head, you just see it. But communicating the action, it gives you a chance to become a better communicator and do other things in the field, like maybe one day anchoring or maybe sports broadcasting professionally.
The opportunity students are gaining at Nichols will carry them a long way in their careers. Not only are they improving as broadcasters, but they are helping the Colonels get the support they deserve. For Colonel Basketball Weekly, I'm Ashley Dufresne.